Hey, Colby, how you doing? All right, thank you so much for your resubmission. Just a few things I want to address here to help you out. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to reduce this size a little bit. Okay, now remember I was talking about the distortions in the type? Well, what I've done here is I've taken my type tool and I've just set the word at in Myriad Pro. Okay, right over here. You can see it right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to select that. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate this type right here. So that's set at Arial italic at 21 points. So let's go ahead and do that. There's my Arial italic 21 point. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take that and I'm going to move it right over here. And then I'm going to zoom in so you can see the difference in the shape. Okay, take a look at this. This is Arial and Arial italic set at 21 point, and then this is your Arial italic set at 21 point. Look how different they are. This one has a more of an oblique to it. Look how much wider the base is. And it's really unusually set. And I think I know what happened, exactly what happened. Watch what happens. I set this, right? Now, if I select that right now, and I come over here, you can see I can really distort it if I just grab that and start pulling it. And that's what I think happened. I think you placed the text. Now I'm going to Command Z that. Now watch what happens if I'm going to do the same thing, only this time I'm going to hold the Shift key down. Now it constrains the proportions and it's not able to be distorted. Now I'm going to let go of the Shift key and look at that. See how it can get distorted? Hold the Shift key down and you're going to constrain those proportions. I'm going to delete that for a second. What I think happened here is I think you placed this and then grabbed this and did some resizing without holding the Shift key. That's why that is distorted. Okay, right now, as far as the ad goes itself, there's a couple of things. I think one of the main things I want to mention is that the contact information isn't included in here. So this is a magazine ad. You absolutely have to have your client's location and contact information. So I would include that there. I'll get to that in 1 second. As far as the page mechanics, one other thing I want to mention too is I'm going to come over here. I'm in Illustrator. I'm going to come down to the top, the menu across the top of the screen. I'm going to select the word File, and it drops down, and I'm going to go to Document Color Mode. And I can look over and I can see that is now set at RGB. Okay, this is a magazine ad that's destined for print. This should be set up in the CMYK color mode, not RGB. It's an easy enough fix. Again, just come down here, come to File, Document Color Mode, and then just select CMYK. Okay, see how that color, see how it changed a little bit? Conversely, when you set up your Illustrator files in the a new document dialog box, there's an area where you can select CMYK or RGB for your color mode. All right, I think one of the things that I'm seeing with this ad is that, well, let's take a look at the typefaces. There's Arial Bold. Okay, this is Arial Italic, and this is body copy, so that technically should be regular Arial. Okay, I think that, and then right here you've got Arial Black. Okay, and then over here you've got Arial Bold Italic. So remember, the style guide requirements are Arial Bold for the headline, Arial Bold Italic for the subhead, and then regular Arial for the body copy. Now, what I would recommend in this magazine ad is to really kind of streamline your type, because right now we go from here to here, over here, then back over here. I think we can really streamline that. I'm going to show you an example of what I've done with this ad, and I'm going to describe what I've done and see what you can do here. Now, don't forget, the masked image from assignment 2-1 needs to be placed in here, and I don't see it anywhere, so definitely want to do that. Also, I think one of the color logo versions here would be much more appropriate, as it would bring some color into the bottom. Try either the one with the purple background or the one with the transparent black background with the teal and purple color. I'm thinking maybe the purple background will work. The other one might be a little bit hard to see through the color of the water, but try them both and see what happens. Okay, so a little bit of reconfiguring here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I've created here, and let's take a look. So what I've done here is I just dummied this up. So what I've done here is I've moved the logo over here, but as I said, I think the purple logo would be great. You know, that logo right down there in the corner. Okay, then over across from the logo is your contact information. So I'll include that there. Then what I've done is I've created a headline and a subhead. So headline could recreate your own unique experience, and then something like only at Amethyst Bay. All right, then you come down here in the paragraph of body copy, and you could even do a little tiny headline here to introduce the body copy, something like enjoy our current promotions or something like that, setting a little bit bigger text than the body copy. You could even set that in a bold italic as well. Here's your body copy that describes the promotion. Okay, and then there's your contact information. So the only thing missing from here is that masked image from assignment 2-1, right? So if we take a look at this, and then we take a look at this, we can kind of see that this one's a lot easier to digest because everything is kind of grouped, hierarchy is established. So the designer here, I think it's pretty obvious that you look at the background image, then come to headline, subhead, and move right down the line to body copy, then to the contact information and the logo. But over here, I think we can see that the eye kind of jumps around the page a little bit. Do you see what I'm saying? So you don't want that in design. You want the eye, the less movement there are in a composition, the more comfortable it ends up being for the viewer. So those would be my recommendations moving forward. So remember your typeface requirements. Oh, by the way, great job adding your bleed. That's fantastic. You are set up correctly at 8.5 by 11. So yeah, let's get that masked image in here, change it to CMYK. Don't forget type requirements, Arial bold for the headline, Arial bold italic for the subhead, Arial regular for a body copy. All right, so those are my recommendations, and I hope the example helps, but I'd like to see something along those lines. If you would like to address these comments and resubmit, I'll be glad to provide additional comments. As long as you're working, I'm working. So if you're submitting again, I'll comment again. I've got no problems doing that. As a matter of fact, I would prefer that you go ahead and resubmit so we can take a closer look before final submission in a couple weeks here. All right, great job. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be glad to clarify. Thank you.